So I just ended my third 24-hour shift. So this is the third time. Number 3. This is number 3 that I am doing a reception. And yeah, what the fuck am I doing? I'm doing a lot here actually. To be honest, 24 hours, it's a long time, but it's kind of worth it at the same time. So I decided to extend. After my last 24-hour shift, I didn't want to extend. So I'm gonna stay and volunteer at this hostel for a month. And it's nice because then it means that I can explore Oaxaca a bit more. I haven't really done so much yet, but I really want to do it. There's a lot of people here and it's fine. I'm learning a lot and it's interesting because you are around people all the time and you kind of need to be around people all the time, which for me is a bit draining. It drains my energy. And obviously sometimes it gives me energy as well, so it kind of depends. But the hostel is really nice and there's a lot of people I'm meeting and yeah, I'm growing and learning and maturing and coming into balance. And we need to be unbalanced in order to find the balance. We need to have chaos in order to find harmony. And we are the transmuters of it, so we are the magicians, we are the witches, we are the alchemists, we change. So whatever situation we are in, we are able to transform it and change it into something else if we don't like it. And I really believe that we have the power to change, but if we don't have enough willpower to know what we want, to make decisions, then the universe will make the decisions for us. Life will just happen to us instead of us actually taking charge. Our actions, we are in charge of. But we can be influenced by other people. So if, for an example, someone does something, then we can be influenced by that person to do the same thing. But it all matters on who gets influenced and not. So some people will do the things that the other person did. For an example, I think this is a social project. This is a social project of when people are waiting in a waiting room and all of a sudden just one person in the room just stands up because there's a bell or something. Yeah, there's a bell calling in the room, and when the bell is calling, this dude just stands up and it's only him who knows it. But the next time the bell is ringing, he stands up again, but then the other people in the same waiting room starts to do the same thing as that guy. It's a social experiment where when people get influenced on doing actions that other people are doing, it's like following the flow, following the herd. And yeah, it's just it's a cool test. You should look it up if you haven't seen that test. But we can see that it's very easily to get influenced by the mass. So making decisions on your own just as an individual person and not get influenced by other reactions or other actions around us, it's hard. It's not easy, but it's not impossible either. And when we're doing something that we actually don't enjoy doing, even though the masses is doing it or are doing it, so even though the majority of the people, like the masses, like the majority, when they do something we don't really want to do, but we do it anyway because everyone does it, that's the moment when we have the power to change. That's the moment when we have the power to change lane, to change reality, to do something else instead, to do something else that you have ever done before. Because when we do things, we will always get the same result if we do it a certain way. But if we do it in a way that we've never done before, we will get other result. We will get a different result. Obviously, it's kind of logical, right? So when we do something that we would normally not do, we are creating a ripple effect in the world. We are creating different decisions and new realities are created. What am I talking about? How did we even come to this? What happened? You know, this is the thing. I just need to start the camera and then just like let my mouth speak whatever it wants to speak. But obviously I have no really idea what I'm speaking. I'm just speaking. This is just the words coming out of my mouth. A theory that can be changed, because all theories are just theories. And yeah, I don't really know what I believe in, to be honest, because everything is relative. So my beliefs is just limited to the information that I know about. But when I get more information, my beliefs will change. And a lot changes the more we learn and the more we meet people and the more we study. It's cool how we mature and how we grow mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally when we grow. Yeah. And sometimes we need to like find the information on our own. Like we need to be alone. And I'm not really alone now, but I am alone. Because even though there's people around me all the time, surrounding me every minute of the day, except when I'm sleeping, but I'm sleeping in the same room with two other. I'm still surrounded by people all the time, but I still feel that I'm on my own, right? I don't really feel that I'm with someone, because I'm not. I'm still traveling alone. I'm just volunteering at this hostel for a month, but I'm still alone. We are always alone, even if there's people around us. Or we're never alone, maybe. That's a better... But isn't it the same thing? I mean, if consciousness is just one being, then if I'm hanging out with you, then I'm still alone. And if I'm just like hanging out with myself, I'm still hanging out with the same awareness that I would be hanging out with if I was hanging out with you. But yeah, what did we talk about right now? I just like totally, it's not here anymore. How did that our decisions create new realities. Every decision creates a new reality. That's gonna be the title for this video. Every decision creates new realities. Thank you for watching.